And there's David Wells. We all know he pitched a perfect game this year, but he's been almost perfect in his postseason performances.
Got him on 3 pitches. Lofton disagreeing with plate ump Jim Evans.
This looks like a cut fastball.
Another 3-2 pitch. Up high, and he walks it.
And that's one thing they will have to do is lay off the high fastball. And Cora laid off the 2 high fastballs, and that one as well.
1 out, 1 on, and the pitch to Justice. A bouncing ball to Knobloch. There's 1 to Jeter. On to first. They're out of the inning.
And unlike Wells, his second pitch is not nearly as important. He has to have that first pitch, that fastball that moves. Mike Hargrove said he's better than Ozzie Smith. I'm not going that far yet.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. A line drive toward right center field that falls for a hit. The top of the Yankee order, Knobloch and Jeter very quiet against Texas. In fact, they combined 1 for 20.
Behind the fastball, so it takes them a little longer to deliver the ball to the plate.
Not going. Line drive. 5 is scaled for a base hit. Knobloch had to wait. He'll stop at second. The 3-2 pitch. The runners break. And a line drive to right for a base hit. Here comes Knobloch, waved home. On his way to third, Jeter. 1-0 New York.
So you have to get ahead in the count instead of pitching from behind in the count with the fastball.
The 1-0 pitch hit up the middle. Williams with an RBI. 4 straight singles. Jeter comes across. 2-0 New York. Bernie Williams, the American League batting champion at .339 with his first hit. Martinez can afford to sit on one here. And a slow bouncer. Charging it is Cora. The flip to Vizquel and on to first, not in time. And the Yankees have runners at the corners with 1 out.
And a good base running play there by Bernie Williams. If he would have continued to move, Cora could have tagged him.
Martinez goes. Rain swings and misses. Alomar bluffs the throw. They concede the stolen base. Runners at second and third as Rain strikes out, and here comes Spencer.
Well, see, I don't like that for 2 reasons. One, you're already down thousands of others.
And everybody else, I guess. It gets away from Alomar. Here comes O'Neill. And it's 3-0 New York. On to third goes Martinez. Posada will be next if the inning is prolonged. And it is as Spencer walks. But for perspective, David Cone of the Yankees hit 15. Line drive, base hit. Posada comes through, and it's 4-0. Spencer to third as Martinez scores. The 5th single of the inning, and here comes Hargrove. Was 5-4 with an ERA, as you see, of nearly 6. He had 3 different stints on the disabled list. Ogea trying to put a finish to the New York first. But not so fast. It's Brocious with a base hit. That makes it 5-0.
Well, Bob, maybe they are invincible. I mean, you make a mistake and they make you pay for it. He got ahead of...
Outscore your opponents by an average of 2 runs per game. That's almost ridiculous. Hit towards short. Vizquel shovels it over to Cora, and finally they're out of it. But not before the Yankees score 5. And with Wells on the mound in their bullpen, Hit hard and through the hole, a leadoff single for Ramirez.
That's adjusting Wells to what Wells was doing. He busted him inside several times. Home run friendly ballpark, Detroit.
Wells works 1-0. Center field, Bernie Williams started back, now comes tearing in and gets there.
That's what Wells does so well, Bob. Most left-handed pitchers are fastball tails away.
Here's the 1-1. A broken bat roller. Martinez picks it up, goes to the bag himself, and that's the second out. On to second goes Ramirez. Bounce to Jeter. Comes up with it, throws Sexton out, and down go the Indians in the second. No runs ahead, a man is left. Still 5-0 New York. Who was shelled from the mound after 2/3 of an inning. Jeter singled his first time up and does it again. As O'Neill heads for the plate, we head for Jim Gray, who a few moments ago visited with Cerise Strawberry. 1-0, the count to Paul O'Neill, who singled home a run in the first. There goes Jeter. Pitch is taken for a strike, and Alomar won't even throw. An off-speed pitch. He had a good jump to begin with, and Alomar had no chance on the changeup.
Well, he got a great jump, and then he threw a changeup beside.
The 1-2 pitch. Slow roller. Carr to his right has it. Did he pull him off the bag? No. Sexton stays on the bag, and O'Neill is out as Jeter moves on to third.
Well, it's another off-speed pitch, and O'Neill goes ahead and swings at it.
Another 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. So Ogea went upstairs, and Williams couldn't catch up with it.
Tim Raines says we don't have any superstars, just a lot of good stars.
A line drive that is caught by the skidding David Justice. Well, he played only 20 games in the outfield this year because of his aching knee, but he assured Mike Hargrove he could go in the postseason.
Before, and his numbers are down. Just not a good season for Alomar Jr.
A high fly ball into shallow right. O'Neill comes in. 1 out. Try this on for size. The Yankees have allowed 1 run in 29 innings this postseason.
They can make a dent in David Wells if he staggers at all.
A liner by Vizquel. It's in there for a hit. Omar hit .288 this year. So in addition to his Gold Glove defense, and he'll probably win his 6th straight Gold Glove this year, he can be pesky with the bat. Another 1-2 offering. And for the second time, Lofton is down on strikes.
And this is what David Wells does so well with Kenny Lofton.
At the win. There goes Vizquel. Pitch is high and away. Posada's throw not nearly in time.
I think that's a very smart play. One thing you can't do if you're Cleveland, you're down 5-0, but you have a long ways to go.
Another 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Second strikeout in the inning. Third in the game. After 2.5. 5-0 New York. They've slowed him down, at least on the bases. He only swiped 8 this year, but he has more than 800 career steals. Ogea has it, and on the comebacker, Raines is gone. Now Shane Spencer in Shirley, Arkansas, that would outrank somebody hitting 10 home runs and 33 at-bats for the Yankees. Down on strikes. So Ogea takes care of him. Baseball tomorrow. Game 2 of the ALCS. John Hart, their excellent general manager, has not quite been able to do this, to get a true ace for the starting rotation. That's in there. No. Ball 4. I thought, by the way, Posada stood there for a moment, that it might have been strike 2, and maybe Ogea had the same thought, but he draws the walk. 1-2 pitch in the air to left. Justice backs up a few steps and takes it. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man is left. 3 complete in the Bronx. 5-0 Yanks.
Jim Thome, Travis Fryman, they have some lumber on this ball club.
The 2-0 pitch. Grounded to second. Knobloch takes care of Justice. And now something I know you'll enjoy. Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, one of the greatest of all Yankees. And looking a good deal more like the Babe than William Bendix did. Swing and a miss by Ramirez, and he takes a seat. That's the 4th strikeout for Wells. Hit toward the hole. Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Got him! Man, what a play! 5-0 New York.
Not staying on top of the ball like he did on AstroTurf.
He's 1 for 2 tonight. Vizquel backhands and throws him out.
And when people tell you that today's player
with the Braves in the National League, 7 straight to close the season, 3 straight over the Cubs, and the Padres will be next for them. In the air to right, carrying pretty well, but Ramirez to the edge of the track to take it. That'll bring up O'Neill with 2 out and nobody on. Hit toward the hole. Sexton smothers it, covering his Ogea, and they get him on a nice play. 3-1. The Yankees go in order in the 4th and still lead it 5-0.
and will be a big winner, and that's what you see in David Wells. I mean, he is using the edges of this plate beautifully tonight. Another perfect pitch right on the inside corner under the hands.
Knobloch, the ball coming back toward the infield as he takes it for the first out. And coming to NBC's called strike 3. That's 5.
And I mean, there's not a lot we can say other than that he is magnificent tonight. He's a fact.
Don't just smile. Give me something here. The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer toward Knobloch. Wells has retired 8 in a row. And has the same 5-0 lead he had after 1.
And that's all you can ask of a relief pitcher, especially a long relief pitcher, is to hold them right there and give your team a chance to come back.
Fryman has it. Across the diamond to Sexton. Close play, but they get Bernie. Who came riding into the valley out of Columbus. A pop-up into foul ground. Alomar off with the mask. Sandy has it. So Martinez is 0 for 3. And the fact that they beat the Yankees a year ago in the division series. And came from behind to do it. A 2-out walk to Raines.
Well, I actually feel like and felt coming into this series that the pressure was on the Yankees. The Yankees have won 114 games, and most of the season they actually have been playing against themselves.
The last team with the best record in the majors to win the whole thing was the '89 A's. Well hit left field. Justice on the run makes the catch. So Spencer's now 0 for 2 with a walk. We played 5.
Or else they're going to be in big trouble. You have to do something. You have 12 outs left. You have to make something happen now.
Brocious to his left. Pops back up. Pulls Martinez off the bag, but he tags Vizquel. Brocious is playing
tonight. I think that has been the big difference. Plus his great control.
A slow roller charging is Martinez. Fair ball. Lofton tries to duck under him, but Tino applies the tag.
That was a nice attempt there by Lofton. He ran all the way down like he was going to run over him and then tried to dive underneath him. 10
straight set down by Wells. Joey Cora hits this one pretty well, but Shane Spencer will track it down. 11 in a row retired by the Yankee left-hander. Cruising with a 5-0 lead after 5 1/2. Chad Ogea has done the job. Until now, as Posada rips one down the line inside that foul pole and gone. How prescient are these camera people? They show you the foul pole, and then Posada darn near hits it.
Well, he tries to sneak a fastball by Posada on the inside corner. You see where Alomar Jr. is set up.
Would have been a double in most ballparks.
Maybe. It may have stayed fair.
Slow roller, Vizquel charging. Sure-handed as always. Made just 5 errors during the regular season and has never made an error.
So, it's a matter of who saw who the most.
The 1-2 pitch. A high pop. Sexton comes in from first and calls to make the catch. And coming to NBC, but if you ask Joe Torre about the team's MVP, he might very well pick this guy, his shortstop. Roll to second, Cora. That'll do it. But the inning includes the home run from Jorge Posada. And it puts the Yankees in front 6-0 after 6. There's a good swing and an opposite field hit.
Fastball up and over the middle of the plate. Not too many of those so far in this ball game.
Ramirez has singled and struck out. A high fly ball to center field. Bernie Williams circles under it. And that's the first out. Once again, tomorrow's game 2, 4 o'clock Eastern time. Off-speed pitch, cut on and missed. And down goes Fryman.
Well, this is an interesting pitch sequence.
Martinez behind Justice at first. And Tommy is hit by the pitch. Did it hit the bat? It may have hit the bat. The ruling is that it hit the bat, and the Yankees throw in behind Justice at first. Now the plate umpire, Jim Evans, is saying, no, it hit him. The Yankees arguing to the contrary. It looked like it might have hit the knob of the bat.
Well, see, and it does go in fair territory. They're saying that it hit the knob of the bat. Now watch where the ball
goes. You're right. It
that's a fair ball.
Sure.
If it hits the knob of the bat, that's a fair ball.
Again on 3-2. Struck him out with high heat. His second in the inning, his 7th of the game, and it's still 6-0. The 2-2 pitch. Well hit down the right field line. And one hop against the wall. O'Neill on his way to second. Ramirez with a strong throw, but he's in there. O'Neill's second hit of the night. All the way and won the World Series. In 27, they swept it from Pittsburgh. In 61, they took it in 5 from Cincinnati. In the air to left, pretty well hit. Justice is on the run, over his head. One bounce against the wall. O'Neill will score. Williams on his way for a double. Back-to-back 2-baggers. 7-0 New York. This is his second time around with the Indians. He's also been with the Dodgers, the Rangers, the Orioles, and the Giants. Called strike 3. The Yankees have few concerns, but I guess one of them is that Tino Martinez can't get untracked in the postseason. Ball 4. opening a spot on the roster for Ricky. A high fly ball, shallow right center field. Lofton comes in, and Kenny takes it for the second out. Once again, here's the playoff baseball tomorrow. We'll be here at Yankee Stadium. Three and one to Posada with Brocious on deck. And a long drive to right. Backing up is Ramirez. Doesn't have enough carry. He takes it on the track. Posada falling short with a bid for his second homer of the night. Yankees lead it. The 2-2. A high pop. Posada has room. Now coming up after your late local news, it's the Tonight Show with a chance for Williams in center field. Bernie tucks it away. Somewhere in the vicinity of the Cleveland dugout. The 2-2 pitch. Back of second. Jeter out. Williams in. Bernie's got it. And that'll do it. David Wells masterful through 8 with a 7-0 lead. Content that the Yankees have this one wrapped up, leading 7-0 as they bat in the bottom of the 8th against Paul Shuey. Mike Jackson came on to claim that assignment. And Brocious whacks one right through the middle for a leadoff hit. Entirely new battery. Sandy Alomar Jr. gets the rest of the night off and out of his slump a little bit because he does make things happen at the top of the order. Caught by Fryman. Quick throw across, and Brocious scampers back. Block 1 for 5. And Jeter draws the walk. An RBI chance for O'Neill. Split the first two. The 0-2 pitch. All the way to the screen. That is a major league wild pitch. And the runners move up to second and third. Shuey really uncorked one. Can it get much worse?
Yeah, it could be AstroTurf and it could be wet.
Well, O'Neill cooperates by striking out.
That happened to me once. When I was playing with the Reds.
Will never position myself here again, no matter what you ask me or tell me to do. Just as you told Sparky. Martinez swings and misses. The ball gets away. Diaz throws to first. And that finishes the inning on what is officially a strikeout. Wells is going to try to complete it. Here's the 1-2. A line drive for a base hit. Just the 4th of the night off Wells.
Things right in all his other performances. That was the way he should pitch. You're a little tired.
Knobloch takes the play at first. Cora moves to second as Justice is retired. Nagy will try and get them even tomorrow against Cone. Well hit left field. If it's fair, it's a home run. And it is a home run for Manny Ramirez. There goes the shutout as it becomes 7-2. And even Wells can't cool Manny Ramirez off, at least not completely.
And this is the difference between Wells in the 9th inning and Wells in the 2nd inning. He could not get the fastball in on Ramirez. That's where you try to pitch him.
Ogea, hoping he has room, which he does. The New York tabloids featured the headline, "Clueless Joe," questioning Steinbrenner's decision. Down goes Tomey. Down go the Indians in game one. Nelson finishes it. Wells is the winner. Denied only the shutout on the Ramirez homer in the ninth.